Hello and welcome to the First Impressions video brought to you by MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at an upcoming game from the makers of Dead Island and I think Saints Row 4? So we're looking at Dead Island Epidemic. This is an MMO style version of Dead Island. Kind of makes me think of a ARPG meets a MOBA. So we have MOBA elements in the game itself, and then action RPG also, like in the tutorial over here. This is the intro, and we're going to go through and briefly fight it. There's a lot of click, and also you can gain levels for different abilities. You can see towards the bottom of the interface, left click, right click, so main attack, heavy attack. On top of that we also have QE for different abilities, and then we have potions. So let's go through and skip this tutorial and get into the meat of the game. Now that we've beaten that intro area, we're going to go through and look here, get reward, get loot and resources. This is a zombie survival game, similar to most other Dead Island games, and we're going to have to accumulate resources, which we can use to create new items, upgrade items. We can recruit new allies, we can get mutated versions of the allies, which are cool. You can give them boosts. This game is a free-to-play. There are currently no microtransactions available, but it is the beta, so that might be in the future. You can see some of the shop items are temporarily, there's nothing in them, like no weapons, no blueprints, no services. All that is not in yet. You can see the different characters we can get. So I have the basic version, then I get the mutated version. On top of that, we can also go ahead and collect resources. Let's see the different types of maps, though. This is basic stuff that isn't fully fleshed out quite yet. There we go, checking out our inventory so we can see the different items I can get. I got all these different guns, which I can boost eventually, or I can sell them off if I don't want them. Minimum requirement is level 1, and then it shows the different ratings. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We want to get into a game. So our choices are Prologue, which is the intro, Horde Mode, which is PvE, and Scavenger, which is PvP. Horde Mode is basically a group action RPG. Scavenger Mode is basically a MOBA. So we're going to play Horde Mode and see how the game goes with a couple of allies. The Horde Mode has 3 different maps currently available. We are in the, I believe it was Scavenger map. This is 1 to 4 players, and we just basically go through 5 different points of interest. We'll sit there and complete an objective and move on. In the end, we'll get resources. You start with 1 skill point, which I could put into any of my 3 abilities. I'm going to go and put it into this. This is basically I do a jump and then do a conal attack in front of me. Another one is I have a beam in front of me, and then I also have a stealth. You can use melee attack or hit C to switch to a ranged weapon. So right now we're trying to bash down the gates and get in, out, but we're being swarmed by undead. So we gotta bash down the gates, we gotta kill the zombies as they're coming. So the barricade's going down, people basically have to balance. Do I want to kill the barricade or do I want to kill the zombies? During the gameplay, you will gain levels. And levels work similar to games like Dota and League of Legends, where you can get extra skill points and you can put them into my active abilities. Early on, I went and, since there's no mana bar, there's just cooldowns, I actually unlocked all my abilities first, and then I focused on my upgrading the abilities. So right now I have 4 actives. I have the stealth, the cone jump, which you just saw, the laser beam kind of in front of me, and then the last one, it resets all of my cooldowns. It's my ultimate. So right now I'm checking out the gun. You can click or right click just like the weapon. And you can see it does pretty good damage. Okay, now I have the beam attack. This one was a little harder for me to use. It seemed like either I was getting latency or I was just terrible at aiming because it wouldn't really land too often. Alright, so we've got the objective here. We're going to come sit in the objective, hit X, and then the next mode will start. I'll say, okay, so we got to fight off 2 waves. So 2 waves of zombies are going to come out. We're going to have to kill them off. And if we do, then we get to move on to the next objective. If we don't, well, we die because it's a zombie apocalypse and second place is still dead. Kill him. Shooting is pretty slow, so if you're thinking you're going to go ahead and just be a machine gunner, at least with this weapon, it's slow. I'd rather actually just pull out my melee weapon. You do earn experience based off of kills. I don't know if it's killing blows or if it's tagging. I don't know if you have to last hit or if you just have to hit at all. Ooh, that guy's getting a lot of shots off. I saw him just killing everything. But I did see at one point I was higher level than one of my allies, so there's obviously a way to earn more and less XP than your allies. In this map, not going to matter. This is going to be an easy map. There's my jump attack. So let's go ahead and look at the end of the mission. And here we are fighting off Wave 2 of the last objective. Things are getting a little bit, I wouldn't call it dicey, but there's definitely more stuff happening. We got the supply point. We can move on from here. And then the other option, of course, is the other mode, which is a PvP style mode. Another group of scavengers is going to go out and they're going to attempt to help or to get resources. We got a boss here. It's an elite, level 6. Thankfully, we've all leveled up fairly well, so I think we should be fine. I think the end of this level we get to 7. There is no store that I saw for in-match purchases like in Dota and League. So it's a little simpler than that. And it's also co-op, at least this map is. So if you ever want to try playing a MOBA and you want to try playing co-op, check the game out. If you like the content, stay tuned more for more play. Thanks for watching. Yeah, gold medal.